Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here, and welcome back to another episode of Glory Hunter. Today's episode, we could be on the move. That is correct. I purposely finished 5th, purposely wanted to stay at Rail Hippus, and look, I want to talk about the squad just briefly. As you can see, I think if I signed a left back, you'd be in a pretty good position with the same team if fully fit, and you've got a lot of the good youngsters on the bench, and look, all you need is a backup centre-back and another backup striker, and I think you're in a really good spot here as Hippus manager. I'm not intend on leaving in terms of the transfer money. It's 17 mil, which is bog standard, 50k a wage. We can obviously move that around. And the big thing you do in Spain, by the way, big tip, is don't make any signings until next year's wage salaries come in. So you don't get in a position where you can't register people into the squad. You just wait. But with that being said, there's a reason why we're here. You go job centre, right? Yeah. There's a team that I've highlighted. Their name is AC Milan. I'm putting my hat in the ring. Now, the job's available. They just sat their manager. They finished 5th in Serie A by 6 points, so a fair way off. And if you have a look at what that means in terms of stages, UEFA Europa League football. Now, this is a Milan side that won the league 3 years ago. Inter's won it the last 2. I think if I go to AC Milan, not only do I win the Europa League, because I think I'll be one of the favourites, I then also think that I would be going very close to winning the Italia Coppa and, of course, winning the Serie A as well. Second reason why I'm putting my name in the ring, look at the AC Milan squad. They were meant to finish second this year. Naturally wanting to play a 4-1-2-1-2. We currently played a full season of 4-1-2-1-2. Yeah, if I moved, Bentancur, Tonali, Giovanni Rana would keep. Victor Ruque, for people that don't know, is absolutely outrageous. And then I put alongside him a man by the name of Rafael Leo, who is out of this world. I'm probably going to Milan, aren't I? You got Tamori in there. Kalu's fantastic. Would play him at probably centre-back. Would sign a right-back as well. And look, to be fair, I'd probably try and take a couple of the kids that I have here at Betis with me just to grow them a little bit. But yeah, look, that's a squad I want. Average age of 24 means they're pretty young and pretty good. And not only if I won the Europa League and went close, or if not, I would probably spend a few years at AC Milan because I think that's a team that could potentially win the Champions League there as well. That's all if we get the job. So without further ado, I'm going to go to Job Centre and I'm going to declare interest in the job and apply for it. I think it just makes a lot of sense. We want the Milan post. There we go. And the application's been received. We're a 4-star manager. And if you have a look at who is favourite for the job, his name is Rafael Wiki, who's wanted by Bayer 04. He's the Hanover coach. They finished first in the second Bundesliga. Would you rather take me, who's been there and won the league with West Ham and have gone amazingly well with Real Betis, or would you take Rafael Hickey? I think that obviously the board's going to get upset at me, the Real Betis board, but that is a job that I have to put my name in the ring. This is one of the jobs where you're just like, yeah, I think I would do a very good job at the San Siro. I definitely believe in that. We're not promoted there as anything, but you go back to the job centre, I'm now favourites for the AC Milan job. Favourites for the AC Milan job. I'll see these guys hopefully in a second for either a interview or, yeah, a building of the squad. Didn't think this was going to happen, but AC Milan, the hat is in the ring. Welcome back in YouTube. It's the 26th of June and we have the AC Milan job. I can't remember if I've saved the game, so we're quickly going to do that as well. Save, mercifully, and attend the interview. Here we go. The board are delighted to take some time. We've got to do the whole thing. Look, my first name is Damiano, so I think I have some understanding of the language. And it's very similar to Spanish. So in this game, it shouldn't be too hard to actually learn the language, but there we are. Never managed in this country. The fact that I managed in another country. I've showed loyalty. What's that ball about? It's by choice. I stand by positions. There we go. We'll do that. My dog goes and barks. The club will be looking for a candidate to perform competition expectations. Something I last minute did not. I'm confident of handling the better procedure. I've got a good record when it comes to meeting expectations. I always back myself to succeed. Look, I've always got a good expectation. I've proven a track record of considering spent considerable time. We don't want to repeat our last manager who had part coming earlier than expected. You're going to be around for a while. I've proven a track record of spending considerable time in a job. I've never once been keeping apart after only a brief spell. That speaks volumes. My interest to commit to a long, successful future with the club. Look, that's what I am going to say. I'm happy to work with Paul because I know he's good. Look, I would, if I didn't go to as a higher profile as a job as Milan, I would actually look to bring some of the board in, some of the staff that I have here at Spain. But I won't do that, so no budgets. Long-term vision is a blueprint expected to implement. Sign under 24 players for the first team. Develop players for the youth system. Work within the wage budget. Sign players to sell for a profit. Definitely will do that anytime. Increase the commercial revenue. Minimum 4 contract years. Work towards winning the Serie A. They want me to win the Serie A in 2 years. I like it. I think that's an exciting vision. All right, so we don't know what the budget's going to be at AC Milan. We took the interview. They've got 72 mil in finance. I was looking at this earlier. Something tells me then if that's the case, they're going to have about 50 to 60 million to spend. Does any of their players have a bid at the minute? A lot of them want to leave, which is fair enough. By the way, Lucio, I would take off the list here because I'm big about young talent. This guy's leaving on a free, that's fine. I'm just trying to have a look through, see if anyone... No one's particularly kicking on fast. By the way, you get one of the best keepers in FM if you move, which I'm keen on doing. They're playing a 5 at the back system at the minute. I'm playing a 4-1-2-1-2 if I go because that's what they prefer, which is great. I highly doubt they're going to give me the job the next day as well. I have looked at a couple of the players that come with me, not going to lie. I haven't touched anything in terms of contracts or anything, but I've purposely have left... I'll show you who I'm thinking of. I've purposely left Adrian Armagol because I think he's going to be fantastic contract without discussing it for 10.75 mil because I would sign him as a backup right back. And I've purposely left Roberto Ripoli, who could play in the middle of the park very well, and he has a 13.75 mil as well, and I think that's very fair as well. I would look at some of the others, of course, that I might look for, but I think both of them coming with me to Italy would go in, develop, and look fantastic. And I want to be on this journey of Glory Hunter where I'll use some similar players throughout the time. Like, I've had a pick. I'd love to bring Brahimi Diaz in for 48 mil. I think he's fantastic. Arsene Zakarian, by the way, with 68. Would love to do it too. And before you guys think about it, Philip's got 24 if I really needed it. But yeah, look, there's not much else that I would take from this team, to be fair, apart from those lads. Mose Keane, 27 mil, really good player, maybe as a backup. But yeah, look, obviously we're getting ahead of ourselves. We don't know if we had the job yet, obviously. Save the game because I've done my interview. But I'll see you guys in a second. And hopefully it's to say we're taking over as AC Milan manager. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our first big club that we are moving to, AC Milan. They reckon the transfer budget's only 8 mil. That makes no sense, because if that's 8 mil, then that is not good enough. I think that is without them calculating it for the new season. But if it's 8 mil, then we're not signing anybody. But as you can see, acceptable competition performance, which I attend to. No club job applications. If I intend to leave Milan, I will resign to avoid that promise and keep the director of football in place. I'll definitely do. Recruitment meeting going to decline, obviously. Melier and that, and request a summary there because I don't particularly care. Luis Felipe, we're going to reject that one there as well. Quickly, just leave them in that. But let's start the negotiation. 2-year deal, 210k about winning the Champions League. Give me a 3-year deal and I'll take a little bit less money. 3-year deal? Alright, give me more money then. Done. Happy enough with that. AC Milan, here we go. I didn't imagine me moving. But there we are. AC Milan hire Alloy in a move, which is, okay, apparently not. I was going to read that. In a move which is sort of sparked plenty of heated debate, Damiano Aloe left Raul Betis or Hippus to join Milan. Aloe arrives with a record of 125 wins, 25 draws, and 29 defeats in his career. Not too bad as well. He's also won a league title and a cup. That is correct. We have won we did win the Conference League with West Ham and the league with West Ham, of course, as well. His first game in charge will be against Roma on the 24th of the 8th, 2025, which I guess if they've drawn the league, we only got 8-0, makes no sense. Aloe will face pressure to bring immediate success to the San Siro, having stepped up from previous standing to take sole charge when they were going and running as well. Apparently, MR was favourite. Apparently, we were favourite. Raul Hippus will be looking for a new manager. Aloy, an English Premier League division head coach for the winning year 4-4-2 of year 2024, favours a diamond, which is what they want to play. For those that are wondering, there's the illustrious history of AC Milan there, of course, as well. That's what their predicted lineup is. Now, I'm actually going to take a photo of that quickly because guess what? I want to know exactly how the game thinks I should line up and then see if I'm going to line up very similarly because, look, I've got to play the diamond if that's what they want me to do. But as you can see, end of current season, they want me to challenge for the Serie A, be competitive in the Champions League. They're in the Champions League, but they finished 5th? Are they in the Champions League even though they finished 5th? They got a UCL spot finishing 5th. Oh, no. Oh, no. Look, I'm not going to say no to the job because I could complete Italy in like a foul swoop, but it means that the Europa League is something we're going to need to win. I will say that I purposely moved with the intention of going, hey, we've got Europa League football. I do know that coefficients heat up throughout the save, and like depending on who got the best coefficient in the Champions League depends on who gets what. Club info here, 66 mil. They really give me only 8 mil to spend. Is it because there's a signing going on? They haven't made any signings. They spent 68 mil last year. Wow, and they only brought in 33. So we're not going to sign too many people, I don't think, right at the minute, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But that's fine. I'm actually very, very shocked that they're in the Champions League because they finished 5th. Now, I guess we need to have a look who won the Champions League last year. Holders of buy-in. Can we go to stages and go to last season and go to the final? Lost to Liverpool. Semi-final. Milan made the Champions League final and lost Liverpool in a shootout, which is a good thing for us. Look, it's a job we have to take because it's just too good of a job. But I thought they were going to be in the Europa League. They're not. That is not good. It's the whole reason I moved. However, that's fine. Look, season expectations, reach the league table minimum, reach the knockout stage minimum. I think that's something that we'll definitely do. Title challenge. And reach the final. I'm not going to say that reach the semi-final is fine. And we're going to title challenge. I'm surprised they gave us only 8 mil. We are going to load up the 4-1-2-1-2 idea from Raul Betis for sure. And we're going to load in the 4-3-3. And we will load up the 4-1-3-2, go for it, because it has worked for me in the past, that system, and I've had to go for it as well. Now, in terms of picking a squad, etc., I'm going to do that next episode. I'm just a bit in shock that we didn't get it. So, we are predicted second. We've got Rafael Leo and Theo Hernandez that are favourites here. Well, part of there. Theo Hernandez, Odaneka, Tamori, Kalu, Benacour, Tonali, Giovanni Reina, they reckon is going to start, listed and wanted. Mate, no status set. Going to confirm that, and I want to talk to him. Mate, you're Giovanni Reina. He's very good. I've used him on FM. He's outrageous in the hole. Like, Shadow Striker, look at him. I'm telling him right away that he's part of the club. He's a good... Okay, so straight away off the bat, a 2.5-star player is a good player, and a 4-star player is a leading player. Beautiful. Right. And they think I line up narrow, which is good. I want to have a look at the club's youth facilities. Now, Luciano is fantastic. Wanted on loan. I think we're going to use him off the bench. And I want to go to development center and see if anyone else is around. So in the under 20s, we've got, no one to note. In the under 18s, we've got a lot of 4-star guys, which is fine as well, which is perfectly okay. He looks fucking unreal. Sorry, pardon the language. Yeah, hello. 18-year-old Albanian who's 6 foot with off the ball 15, determination 9 in technique, finishing. Move him to the senior squad. Make him available for the under 20s. My word, he looks sensational. Apologies for the language. Yeah, there we are. We take charge. And we're in the Champions League, which I wasn't aware of, but we're in the Champions League. A lot of people do love me now as well. But there we go. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is the end of the episode. We've ended up at AC Milan. Let's recap what's happened. We went for AC Milan because we were favourites for the job, and thus, on top of that, we thought they were in the Europa League. Due to the coefficients of this year's European form, AC Milan have now been given a Champions League spot by finishing 5th. Unfortunate, because of trying to win the Europa League. With that being said as well, we're now in a squad where the Europa League is going to be left unticked. But I think we're at a team where they're winning the league, winning the cup, and going on a deep run in the Champions League is nearly something that we're going to have to do from minute 1. And I definitely think that next episode we're going to break down this AC Milan team, see how good we are. And from there, really go in depth, try and build a winning squad. And I reckon this year we're going to try and win the league and the Italian Cup and try and win the Serie A, try and win the Champions League of AC Milan as well. Tick them all off, and then we can look at going to the other jobs and seeing what we can do. Was it a mistake to leave Hippers, who would have been in the Europa League? Maybe, if we knew that. We didn't know until we signed. See you guys next time. Thank you, and goodbye.